Welcome to Let's Talk IM. Let's Talk IM is an initiative to teach internet marketing and search engine optimization to complete beginners. Now this will be class 1 of Let's Talk IM, and today we'll talk about setting up a website. Now unlike most people tend to think, setting up a website is very easy, and it can be broken down into 3 basic steps: registering a domain name, registering for hosting, and pointing the DNS. I will walk you through each of these steps. Step 1. Registering your domain. Now registering a domain is simply registering the name of the website you need. Say www.example.com. Registering a domain is done at domain registration companies like GoDaddy, this is GoDaddy's site, and Namecheap. These are the 2 leading registrars in the world right now. Let's try registering a domain now. I'm going to go to namecheap.com and search for the website name. Say example.com. Click search. Now obviously example.com is not available. So what we do is try out another domain. Say let's talk im.com, the name of our class. Search. That's searched. Now here, Let's Talk IM is available. Now let's go ahead and add it to our cart. It has been successfully added to our cart, and looks like it costs 705 rupees for a year. Now I'm going to go ahead and confirm this order. And they are asking me to log into my account. Since I do not have an account on Namecheap, I'm going to create an account on Namecheap. I'm going to pause this video for now and fill all the details and see you on the inside. So I just created my account and logged in, and they asked me for the account contact information. Now I'm going to fill in all these details, which includes my first name, last name, the company name. If we are registering on behalf of a company, I'm going to untick that. The address lines, the country, and the phone number, and my email address. So I'm going to go ahead, pause the video, and fill that. Now I just entered my account contact info, and now they are asking me for my Whois contact information. So let's go ahead and enter our Whois contact information if it is different from our account contact information. Now Whois is simply the details of who is registering the domain, nothing to be confused of, very simple matter. So I'm just going to use my default account contact details for my Whois contact information. So I also enter the same user default account contact information for my administrative contact, technical contact, billing contact, all the contacts basically. I save this configuration. You can uncheck it if you want to use other details in the next time. Click continue. As you click continue, they will present you the option to select your payment method. Now you can select card payment or PayPal, or use the account funds that is already present in your Namecheap account. I'm going to go ahead and select PayPal, which is my favorite mode of payment, and I'm going to click continue. Now here I can check out with PayPal and pay from my PayPal account. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that. So basically This is all registering a domain is about. It's very simple. All you have to do is go select the name of the website you need, check whether it's available, create an account on Namecheap, and check out using PayPal, or you can pay with your debit or credit cards. That's it. Now we move on to step 2. So step 2 is obviously setting up hosting. So all you need to know about hosting is that it is the hard disk where all the data on your website will be stored. Now you can register for hosting at hosting providers like HostGator, which is among the most reputed hosting companies in the world, or Indian ones like BigRock. Now, hosting is much more costlier than registering a domain, so I have gone ahead and chosen a very cheap hosting provider for you called Hostitsmart. Now the link will be below the video. Do note that I am in no way affiliated to this company. I just found them to be the cheapest. Now they have a plan for hosting 4 websites at 90 rupees per month. Now I'm going to select the option for 1 year and order now. Let's go ahead and buy hosting from Hostitsmart. Now I selected this 1 year at 90 rupees per month option simply because I want them to bill me once in a year. That is, I can pay for hosting once every single year. So the total price for 1 year will be 1080 rupees. Very simple. So I'm going to go ahead and click order now. So here when I click get started, here when I have to simply enter the domain that I want to register on this hosting account. So I'm going to simply go ahead and enter our domain, which is let's talk im.com. It's already come here. I'm going to go ahead and there's a com over here, so that's it. And select I already have a domain, and this is com over here, and I'm going to go ahead and click continue. So this is the checkout screen, and here I can go ahead and check out and buy hosting for a year at 90 rupees a month. So that's it, check out. And we obviously have to create an account in Hostitsmart. So I'm going to go ahead and create an account, and I'll see you on the inside. So I just signed up for Hostitsmart. I entered all the details, and they have already sent me an email to my mail ID, and they just sent me a link to log into their dashboard. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my dashboard through the link they sent me to the mail ID. Okay, so I just logged into my dashboard, and this is the hosting dashboard. So I'm going to go ahead and click order hosting only, because we require only hosting right now. We have already registered our domain. So I'm going to click order hosting only. And here it goes to shopping cart, which is now deluxe is the plan we selected before, so we go ahead and select 12-month price, that is the billing for 1 year. It is at a reduced rate, 90 rupees per month, and I'm going to click order now. Okay, and here again we select step 2, which is the domain options. So we go ahead and select I already have a domain, because we already registered a domain, which is let's talk im.com, and I click to continue. Next is just a configure screen. There's nothing to choose here, so I'm just going to go ahead and ensure that this is a 12-month price, 90 rupees per month, and I'm going to click add to cart. So I just click update cart. We're going to the next screen. So here we can just go ahead and click checkout. It's just a confirmation order. This is a very big process. This is the final step. I'm just going to go ahead and select a payment option. My favorite payment option is PayPal again, and I'm just going to select, I have read the terms of service, and pay now. So now I'm being redirected to PayPal if I'm right, and I'm just going to pause the video and complete the transfer. So I just completed the payment, and I'm going to check my mail ID straight away. So I just received a series of mails from Hostitsmart called welcome, order confirmations, invoice payment confirmation, and finally the new account information. Now this is the mail I'm looking for, and I'm going to simply click and log in. So here I've just blacked out the rest of the portions so that I don't reveal any sensitive information. Now this is all the information we need, which is the login details and the control panel URL. Now I'm just gonna go ahead, and if we go to this URL, we will go to our control panel where we can control all the activities concerning our hosting account, and these are the username and password for logging in to the control panel. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click this link. So when we click that link, this is the page we come to, which is just a login interface to our control panel to a hosting account. So I'm just going to enter the username and password that they sent us in the mail ID over here. So I just enter the username and password they sent us, and I'm just going to log in, and boom, we are inside our hosting account. So this is the hosting account. Here we can control everything related to our hosting, our domains, and the next step is obviously adding the DNS, which is the domain name server. Now so the next step is pointing the DNS. Now the DNS is nothing but short for domain name server, which is the server where all the files that you use on your site are stored. For example, if c#temp/aditya/sp is the drive location where I store all my files, then this is an example of name server where I could be storing all the files related to my website. Okay, so that's it. It's very simple. And so where do we get this domain name server from? Now this domain name server will have been sent to us along with the account details of our hosting account. So let's go and check the mail that Hostitsmart sent us. So this is exactly the same mail that we checked before, called new account information. Inside this there will be a section called domain name servers. That is what we need. So this is the section that we need. Here we have the details about the name servers. These are the name servers that we need. So I'm just gonna go ahead and log in to my domain registrar account. Okay, so what I have to do is take these and go into my domain registrar account and copy paste these over there. Okay, so what we do is we point the domain name servers or DNS of the hosting account inside the registrar account, the domain registrar account. So I just logged in to my domain registrar account, that is Namecheap, and this is the dashboard. This is where we directly log in into, and here below this all you can see a list of all the domains you own, and So over here, this is the same dashboard, and I just don't want to reveal all the domains I own. So I'm just showing part of the screen here, and I'm just going to go ahead and click manage over here. Manage. So when I click manage, I come to a section where I can control everything concerning the domain. We simply go scroll down to the bottom, and here we have an option to update the name servers. Now this is what we need. I'm just going to go ahead and click edit, go down and click custom, and here we have an option to add the name servers that were sent to us in the mail ID from Hostitsmart, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and enter the name servers that they sent us. It's in the mail ID. So I just added the name servers, and I'm just going to click save changes. It shows us that the DNS server change was successful, and that the changes will take up to 48 hours to take effect. So now it's just a waiting game, and I'm going to wait for some time, and then we are going to move into the next step. So this pretty much covers the basic steps that are necessary to complete the initial setup of a site. That is, we covered 3 main steps here, which are registering a domain name, registering for hosting, and pointing the DNS. So we covered all 3 parts. Now I hope that all of you have a lot of doubts, because if you have doubts, that means you have been paying attention. So I encourage you to go and post comments below about any concerns you have, any doubts you have. They will all be explained, and we hope that you studied a lot from this video. And the important thing that I would like to tell here is that none of this will be useful, none of what you learned in this class will be useful if you don't take action. And all you need to do is spend about 1,000 rupees a year, or in terms of dollars, that's about lesser than $20 a year, and you can go ahead and buy a domain from Namecheap or GoDaddy, and buy a hosting account from Hostitsmart or Microhosting or HostGator or Big Rock, or all the domain names I suggested, and you can set up a website, the initial setup of the website. And in the next class, we'll be covering about how to set up WordPress on your site. So stay tuned for that. And as I said, go ahead and take action and try setting up a website by yourself. Now, the resources that have been mentioned in this video are many, and below this video there will be links to all those resources that have been mentioned. By resources, I mean the domain registrars like GoDaddy and Namecheap, and the hosting accounts that we have mentioned and recommended. Also do note that we are not affiliated to any of these domain registrars or hosting accounts. We just recommended the most cost-effective ones. So thank you for attending Let's Talk IAM Class 1, and stay tuned for Let's Talk IAM Class 2.